colleagues, friends, and family, we all gather this evening to celebrate a milestone of 40 years of entrepreneurship by an individual who is a visionary, dedicated time away from home and family, provided his leadership, mentored and coached many, has built a tremendous network of agricultural professionals, and is well known not only in the U.S., but internationally within the agricultural industry by a lot of people. When I say a lot of people. Doesn't matter what conference you go to, there is not one, but several people that know who Jerry Duff is. So Mr. Duff, congratulations on your 40 years of success, leadership, and contribution to this industry. I met Jerry Duff and Mary Jane Duff in a cotton field in West Texas 34 years ago. By then, or at that time, I think you knew me as Little Bob, right? And I think Big Bob above, looking down on us, would be proud of your accomplishments. You might have said that things were different because you always said I was green at that time. Probably still green compared to what you've accomplished. And I want to say thank you for that success. As we celebrate this milestone, I think there's one thing that's more important that really touches my heart and is really, really significant to me, Jerry. And that's that I started my career with a man that you call your friend, Gil Austin. And there's really a good probability that I could end my career with a man that Gil Austin calls his friend, Jerry Duff. So congratulations again. But most, here we go, now this is where I go. So on behalf of Ag Authority, all the past and current employees, we want to present you with a token of our appreciation for your success and accomplishments. All right, and I'm going to read here what it says. But I don't want to hold on to it. Recognizing Jerry Duff for optimistic entrepreneurial leadership in agricultural business for 40 years. I looked up some other things at the little symbols. Strength, determination, reliability, financial, and resilience. And I think that's a character in you all the way through. So thanks.
When it's raining in Plano and everyone's insano, when we're swirling like Drano, here comes Tasman, our hero. When Uniroyal makes a threatening sound and we think the business is headed down, new ideas can always be found. Tasman takes charge in a single bound. When we need something about which to crow, he takes a short trip to Old St. Joe and usually comes home with a wad of dough. Strong feats our Tasman continues to show. Even working with vigor on an old pal, he never gives up or throws in the towel. He gets some business from Alpha Laval. Tasman is skilled and continues to wow. Even in St. Louis, where little is found, our Tasman doesn't even slow down. For new business, he will work like a hound. Tasman's approach is thoroughly sound. He is always in a terrible huff. Sometimes he is even a little gruff. As a competitor, he's always tough. Our Tasman hero, Jerry Duff.
I have been knowing Jerry and Mary Jane for probably 35 years. 35 years. And yeah, a lot. The biggest thing I can tell you about them is they're great friends. Through a lot of things. But when I came to Kansas City in '94 to run AgriPro Seed Company, I I thought I knew something about marketing. I couldn't spell it evidently. Mary Jane and Jerry kind of took us in and they developed marketing programs for the company. They met with the plant breeders. They put together collateral for the products. They placed advertising, and behind the scenes, they were building a marketing strategy for the company. We didn't know what we were doing, but they were just dragging us along. But a huge amount of our success was to their credit. I mean, they just took us in, and I don't know why, but but they took us in and made us very successful. And I can tell you, Mike Herman's here somewhere, but Mike can tell you when we got there, we were losing money big time. But after a couple of years, we were making pretty good money, and we were doing well. And obviously, we turned around selling it to Garst, and that became part of Syngenta Seed later on. But these two people are part of our success, and I'm very grateful.
We're glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Now, Jerry, one day he got the urge to go down to his lease in Texas and he wanted to take me deer hunting down there. And some of you that know me, you know I love the whitetail deer hunt. And he said, we're going to the King Ranch. I said, that's wonderful. Now, in my mind, I keep thinking, man, I'm going to shoot a big old whitetail deer, you know? So somewhere on the way down there, Jerry tells me, Milton, you really can't shoot a deer. I'm thinking, well, why am I going? He said, but they got these things down there called needle guys. And it's the biggest, ugliest critter you've ever seen in your life. It's this tall with these triangle horns. And I shot one big bloody thing. It was just, so it was a wonderful trip. But I didn't get to shoot a white-tailed deer on King Ranch. I did get to shoot a needle guy. But I want to tell you guys, thanks for everything you did for me. I will always be grateful. You did way more for me than I ever did for you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
My name is Gerardo Copito. In the U.S., I go by Jerry. So I came to California, graduate agronomy. Then I worked for many companies, DuPont, Santo, FMC, Gentura. But for 10 years, I worked with Agri-Authority. So I was the let's say Latin America, South America guy for Agri-Authority. Okay, Jerry Duff. Very, very good as a family man, and he is friend of my son, my daughter, and my grandkids. So he has a big ability to relate, relationship. Also in the industry. We've been together in ASTA, for example. Everybody, you are walking with Jerry. Hey Jerry, how are you? Hey Jerry, nice seeing you. Yeah, we saw you in Memphis a year ago. We saw you in California. So excellent in relationships. So those are, some of the good points. But they asked me to talk because I will say some things about Jerry, which maybe some of you are not familiar. So the first time we started a meeting in San Francisco.
That's the first time we met.
Yeah, first time we met, and I brought a guy from Argentina who had a product for the US market. And Jerry knew several companies, one of them in San Francisco. So here I am with this Argentinian guy. I meet Jerry in the airport, and suddenly we have to go and do the check-in. So there was these big lines, right? Normally in the airports that you walk through. So Jerry is ahead of me, and he starts going like this. Under each line, instead of walking the normal way.
The calendar. Remember.
And I said, what do I do? Do I follow him? Because normally everybody goes. And I said, I am going to work with this guy. Really, am I ready to work with him? So he told me, yes, because I don't like lines. I hate lines. I like to move fast. I said, oh my God, he looks to me like a person in the army, like an army captain or sergeant. So from that day, I said, his name is El Capitan.
He still hates lines.
I have to tell you this. We get along fantastic, right?
He's like a older brother I never had.
Yeah, no, and actually, imagine I am an international, an Argentinian, and suddenly we start working together, and guess what? Chemistry-wise, 100%. We get along fantastic. And I asked myself, after 17 years, I say, why did this happen? Well, I was older, I was almost retired, so I said, I'm going to be myself. And I think you appreciated that. We had probably in meetings, 90% of the time, we had the same ideas. Innovation,
That's scary.
new products.
Oh my God.
He needed the right hand in South America, and I was the right. We got along. So it's been many, many years. Fantastic relationship. What do you think?
It has been great. And I've got an extended family, obviously, with all of his kids, not just the two, but his brother-in-law in Rome.
Yes.
But,
yes.
whenever I go to Rome, I make time, have dinner with Pepe, and he is the most unbelievable guy, travel guy.
You ever go to Rome? I'll bet they.
I've seen everything, because when I go in and I buy him dinner, I get all these other perks.
And also we've been together in some wine tasting of Malbecs in Argentina, right? And together with you and Wayne. But Jerry was not a good happy camper. He got sick. I don't know if it was because of the liters of wine he drank. maybe that was it. But half of the trip he was sleeping in the van. Remember?
And I was sick. I literally was sick that whole so.
But we had excellent experiences. Great friends.
But when I travel across US or Canada, I sometimes when I was driving on road, and I think that, man, you are from a different world. What Jerry saw in you, that he has given such a big responsibility to you. So Jerry is such a man that he can read the face, that with whom he want to work. So a lot, I will say that I don't have many words to say about Jerry, because I don't find any word, because he is such a good man. He trusts everyone, and he is running a company from last like different company for last 40 years. To run a small company is not very easy nowadays. But still, he and Mary Jane, they are running the show. And I always tell Jerry that this company is because of you. Yes, we are helping you, but if you and Mary Jane are not there, who work almost 18 hours in a day, and they are first in the office and last to leave the office. And I know their girls also, Stephanie and Rachel, they are lovable, and we have almost family relation with them. And what else I can say about Jerry Duff, because I'm very smart to say those words to you. And he trusts everyone, and congratulations, Jerry, that you have given opportunity to me and Madhu to work with you. And you are here for us, and we are here because of you in Kansas City. Thank you.
How it started was, she played softball, I played softball on the same team for quite some time. And Jerry, I didn't start to work with him, I don't think as quick as I did with her, because he was in a different area than
New
what I
business.
was. So
Always
anyway,
gone.
when we got to know each other and what have you, when he needed me, I was kind of running around and whatever he needed to find it, or even driving to the airport and back from the airport. And Jerry's getting better.
I am so thankful that I've had 5.5 years to be able to work with my parents, that they're not just mom and dad, but I've also gotten to see them as Mary Jane and Jerry, and
Good answer.
and try to learn a drop in the bucket of everything they know about agriculture and marketing and innovation. And it's been a great time the last 5.5 years, and I'm so thankful that I've been able to have that opportunity. And congratulations, Jerry, on 40 years of entrepreneurship. I think I didn't appreciate what it meant when I was young, and now that I have experienced entrepreneurship, it's crazy and scary, and you've weathered a lot of ups and downs and made it through and came out ahead, and I'm so proud of you, both of you.
So excellent, thank you for this opportunity. So I say when I moved from my previous company to Agri-Integrity, one of the things that I was always thinking is I love to work with people that has a balance on the life. So being an extremely good professional, but also a good person. So and then you can see how he's working with the family, with the people which is surrounding him, and he's well known on all the industry. So I love from Jerry is the way that he's always pushing in values, emphasis, purpose, so always positive, and also that combination between action and character. So those are two things that I also love from Jerry. So it's being a person which is well known on what he's doing, how he's supporting a lot of people, a lot of companies. So it's nice to work with a legend on the market. So it's nice for me, and thank you so much for the opportunity to be a part of this. Thank you.
So Wes already shared some of the quality award rhymes, if you will, lyrics almost, that were written about Jerry back in the good old days of the Duff Company. But Stephanie's going to read one that actually engages the babies that we had through the years, because she is the baby.
Yes. Basically, they just brought me in the rose step. But these aren't my words. They are words of Someone else, so please forgive me. Okay, so just remember, I didn't write this, but I'm doing the dramatic reading, I was told. This month's winner is quite a fellow. Even with layovers and delays, he still remains quite mellow. You will often find him on the phone or running about, or sometimes yelling at project managers to get the hell out. He chases all new clients with gumption and grace, and you can always find him with a smile on his face. He works hard on new business to keep us ahead, while often rushing home to put his babies, that's me, to bed, or now his grandbabies. He is the constant road warrior who is committed to sell. If you don't like the Duff Company, well, you can go to. Hello is how he greets you as you pass by in the hall. He's getting ready for his morning pit stop, and no, it's not at the mall. This quality award winner handles all markets and conditions. Just be careful when you ask him about his political position. His persistence and commitment keeps the company going. He makes new business leads into clients without them even knowing. His workload and travels keep him busy, not bored, which is more than we can say about that piece of junk Ford. I'm a fan of the Ford person. Congratulations to Jerry, our September Quality Award winner in the 90s.
I'd like to congratulate both of you on this milestone, and personally recognize Jerry for what I think is a unique skill of connecting and investing in people. So I met Jerry through a technology project, and he's worked on a lot of products, but what means the most to me is how he's invested in people, myself, and a big portion of my team. And there were a few moments where I called Jerry, and I look back on those moments, and they were very critical for my career, my personal, whatever I was working through. So, Jerry, you've always been willing to share and be very patient in how you share. You could tell people things probably, but I've always really appreciated how you listened and took the time to kind of let things come out naturally. And I'm very grateful for you and what you've not only done for the industry, but most importantly, what you've done for me. So thank you.
35 years as the capacity of the outside CPA. So my favorite stories about Jerry, I probably can't tell due to the professional relationship, but I can speak to the person. I think that Jerry's strongest suit is he's a visionary. I think some other people noted that. He sees things that other people don't see. And then there's Mary Jane. She sees things that Jerry doesn't see. and I think together they are the ultimate power couple because they really complement each other. And the business, it's a unique one. I don't know. Maybe there's competitors out there. I don't know who they are, but they're in a market where they're blazing the trail, and it's been a good relationship for me over the 35 years. I've enjoyed it. I retired 5 years ago, but I still meet with them once a month just because.
We're so challenging.
No, not really. But Jerry, congratulations on 40 years.